Thank you, Honourable Speaker. I thank the Honourable Assistant Minister for the question. And just before I address the principal question, Honourable Speaker, I'd just like to address an issue that the Honourable Usamate had raised about Mataso community in Kandau. Mr. Speaker, so following the devastation caused by Tropical Cyclone Harold in 2020, the Ministry of Forestry initiated a community-based timber recovery and housing support initiative in Kandau in direct consultation with the Mataso community. Commitments made by the previous administration through the Ministry of Forestry included the following: Mataso community to supply pine timber from their local resources, Ministry of Forestry to undertake the felling, cutting and ripping of the timber. The Ministry of Forestry would also be responsible for the treatment process, including the provision of chemicals and technical support. The community to construct a shed to support further dyeing and treatment of the timber. And upon completion of the full treatment process, all treated timber will be handed over to the community. All this arrangement, Mr. Speaker, sir, was done verbally without any agreement signed between the parties. So our team, led by the Commissioner Eastern, will be visiting Kandau next week. As part of the mission, they will also conduct a site visit to the community to verify the status of the project before finalizing any further housing assistance under Scheme 3. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. The patience. And now address the principal question. Speaker, sir, to update this Honourable House on the assistance that Fiji has extended to our Pacific neighbours in the area of disaster response since 2023. As global negotiations, Mr. Speaker, sir, have concluded recently in Brazil under the Conference of Parties, we in the Pacific are reminded yet again that while the world debates, we live the reality. The frequency and intensity of hydrometeorological hazards such as cyclones, floods, and severe storms continue to increase. Fiji has felt this firsthand, and so have our Pacific brothers and sisters. In addition to these climate-driven disasters, Mr. Speaker, sir, the Pacific Ring of Fire exposes our island nations to geophysical hazards such as earthquakes and tsunamis. The 2022 Hanga Hapai eruption and the devastating Vanuatu earthquake in 2024 are stark reminders of how vulnerable we are as a region. Fiji has a proud and consistent record of standing with our neighbors in their darkest hours. This is not new. In 2015, following the devastation of Tropical Cyclone Pam, Fiji deployed a response team to Vanuatu to provide support, relief, and early recovery. In 2020, through the Republic of Fiji military forces, Fiji sent an engineering platoon to Australia at the height of their catastrophic bushfires, demonstrating that our solidarity extends beyond the Pacific. And more recently, Mr. Speaker, sir, the spirit of Pacific unity has remained strong. When tropical cyclones Kevin and Judy struck Vanuatu in February 2023, destruction was severe and a state of disaster was declared. In response, Mr. Speaker, sir, Fiji offered its assistance without hesitation, and our offer was accepted. A 56-member response team, including officials from the Ministry of Health and Medical Services, the Ministry of Information, National Disaster Management Office, and the Republic of Fiji military forces, was deployed. This team repaired damaged schools and public facilities, provided clinical services, supported community outreach, and was embedded with the Vanuatu NDMO to strengthen coordination. Fiji also provided food supplies and water, delivering immediate practical relief. At the same time, Mr. Speaker, sir, Tropical Cyclone Gabrielle caused catastrophic damage across New Zealand's North Island, with losses estimated at 13 million New Zealand dollars. 13 billion New Zealand dollars. Fiji again responded, deploying a 33-member team from the RFMF, NDRMO, and the National Fire Authority. They supported rapid response operations, debris clearance, infrastructure repairs, search and rescue, and reinforced the operations of the New Zealand National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA. And following the 2024 earthquake in Vanuatu, which severely affected Port Vila, Fiji deployed a 5-member technical team to support advisory and coordination functions for the Vanuatu NDMO. In addition, the government of Fiji donated 1 million Fiji dollars to support Vanuatu's recovery. These actions, Mr. Speaker, sir, are not isolated events. They reflect a strategic commitment to the principles of regionalism under the Boe Declaration on Regional Security and the 2050 Strategy for the Blue Pacific Continent. Fiji is not merely a signatory, we are a nation that acts. Fiji's National Disaster Risk Management Office has played a pivotal role in shaping Pacific Humanitarian Response Coordination Mechanism, now endorsed by the disaster ministers across the region. This framework will guide further regional disaster deployment. On the domestic front, Mr. Speaker, sir, the recently enacted National Disaster Risk Management Act has strengthened our institutional readiness. A national emergency response team has been established, and 72 personnel across our first responder agencies, civil society, and government have been fully trained and stand ready for deployment at any time. The Act further provides for the establishment of an international deployment plan, ensuring a structured, coordinated, and timely assistance whenever Fiji is called upon. Additionally, sectoral emergency response teams, especially within the Ministry of Health, are fully prepared for regional deployment during health-related emergencies. Mr. Speaker, sir, in summary, Fiji continues to lead the Pacific by example. We are not a nation that watches from the sidelines. We are not a nation that waits for others to act. We are a nation that responds, a nation that mobilizes, and a nation that stands with our neighbors when it matters the most. The Ministry of Rural and Maritime Development and Disaster Management assures this Honourable House that Fiji is ready through its trained personnel, strengthened legislation, and well-established systems to respond swiftly and effectively to any request for assistance from our Pacific neighbors. Fiji will always be a nation that turns solidarity into action and commitment into results. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.